Yeah, you'll definitely have to get that replaced pretty quick.
Right?
Wow.
Oh, that is a crack.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that was a seam because from over here it looks like it's supposed to be there.
So, doing something a little different today than the normal. My buddy Jay, that I've been doing flooring and trim work for, we go to church together. He's just bought I believe it's a 2013 Lincoln Navigator. He does a lot of rebuilders kind of on the side. He bought this Navigator on auction, and we have to run to Little Rock, Arkansas today to pick it up. It's a 2013 Lincoln Navigator. From the pictures, it doesn't appear to have any body damage. It's kind of weird. It doesn't say flood, anything like that. It is run and drive. Jay is an insurance agent, and he was able to do a little digging after he bought the vehicle and find out the person who owned it had ran over something in the road. So we know it's got a bent wheel. It's got the automatic steps on it that go up and down as you open the door. Supposedly those were damaged, and in the estimate of repair cost, that was estimated to be a $5,000 fix. So that's part of the reason it totaled and has a salvage title. The only body damage we're aware of is right in the middle of the grill or something that you couldn't even see in the picture. So kind of going into it blind. I think the plan is to take the spare off of it and throw that on it and try to drive it back. I just dropped off my son at daycare this morning. Little Rock, Arkansas is about a 4-hour drive for us, so it's a little after 7. We're gonna try to make the run all the way down there, get the vehicle, and get back in time to pick up my son from school. Most of the rebuilders Jay does are... Oh, there's some deer. Don't run out in front of me. I see you guys. So Jay usually does 1 or 2 of these a year. He's not a body man or a paint man by any means, so he usually buys stuff that's usually a little bit older, so the value is pretty low on it and it's pretty easy for it to total. Most of the stuff he buys just requires a couple panels to be replaced and painted. You know, maybe a few bolt-on things here and there, not much body work. And then he just basically bolts the stuff on and calls it good, drives it for a while until he finds something else he wants to buy and flip. This year, he started out with a Mini Cooper that he drove that for a while. He ended up buying an Acura TSX and an Acura TL almost at the same time. I believe the TSX was a really easy flip. He buys most of these sight unseen. The TL ended up being a little more damaged than he was hoping for, and I think he had to pay someone to put a core support or part of a core support in it. So he's still in the process of fixing that. He's got a really nice, I think like 2010 F-150 fully loaded. That is something that he purchased this year as a salvage title, and just replaced a couple front panels on it and painted, and that thing's been good to go. That's what we're driving down today. So I think this Navigator will be like the 4th or the 5th thing he's bought this year. Hopefully it'll be a good little day trip. I'm just going to kind of keep him company and help out, and hopefully we get back on time. you'll definitely have to get that replaced pretty quick.
Right?
Wow.
Where's your spot over here?
Right here on the bumper.
Oh, that is a crack.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that was a seam because from over here it looks like it's supposed to be there.
Did the passenger side work?
Yeah.
Are you kidding me? Yeah, that's terrible.
Either one.
Right?
No. You know what this bumper cover costs?
Really?
Really?
Always got to mess with stuff.
I know, right? I would have done it on the way home anyway.
Yeah. Are you kidding me?
No.
How did that happen? Oh, on the ground? Well, good thing you buy cheap phones. How'd she do?
A little wobbly. I probably got a tie rod that needs replaced.
Think so?
And
You don't think it's the wheel?
not noisy. No, it's yeah,
Giving you some of that.
a little bit of that, but more at higher speed.
So we are we're close to Harrison, Arkansas, which is about an hour from home. Everything's been going great so far on the Navigator. The only real issues it has is it's got one crack in the rear bumper. It's got two cracks in the front bumper. And we found out the moonroof opens fine, but when you go to close it again, it goes about 3/4 of the way closed, and then something happens and it kicks back open again. So I'm sure Jay's had a nice, cool drive home. But the only other thing mechanically with it is he says the steering is a little tight and it wants to oversteer, which I think it's probably a toe in or toe out issue, probably related to a tie rod, maybe a bent control arm. But if those are the only issues he's got to address, then I think you got a pretty awesome vehicle for a pretty good deal. I may take part in buying some vehicles in the future from auction, probably something that's been wrecked, do the body work and sort it out myself and use it as a flip vehicle, probably drive it in the meantime until it sells. If that's something you guys are interested in seeing, let me know and I'll see what I can do as far as lining up a future project, make a few bucks and make some videos on it. Looks like I'm going to make it back in time to pick up my son from school, and like I was hoping, it looks like it's going to be a pretty uneventful little trip. Hopefully this turns out to be a great vehicle for his wife.